Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Stay Off My Grass podcast with your boy Jeremiah, flying solo tonight without Suns fans, Randy. Kind of good because, I got to hear him talking about how the Lakers, we throw a parade because we won one game. But I know, winning one game for the Lakers now seems like such a tumultuous task that, we take them as we can. But, I digress. Tonight, we saw AD get injured. He went down with an ankle injury in the second quarter. It didn't look too good, but, results came back. X-rays were negative, so, it's no broken bone, but that doesn't still mean he's not hurt. So we'll reevaluate him after the All-Star break. Now, to the game. The Lakers were down by like at least 14 at one point, and I thought the game was over, honestly. I didn't think we had a chance to do anything to, revoke or produce a win. We were out. We were not in the game. But we got started to get some production from other players. We got some just not even scoring, but just like defense and rebounding, because that matters in an NBA game. All you guys always hear me talking about energy and effort and how we lack that in most games. Tonight, for that little 7-8 minute stretch when Dwight Howard was on the floor, you can see the difference. I mean, you just see him attacking rebounds, getting putbacks, keeping plays alive, and you just need that, especially with a team that's not a great offensive team. We need those second chance points and those second chance opportunities in order for us to score. Now, let's go on to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, he almost came through and torched the Lakers. Last time he came to Staples Center, he didn't have a really good game. I think he went into concussion protocol after that for sure, but, he didn't have a good game. So he came out tonight hot as fish grease, as the ESPN broadcaster was saying. They were dropping some isms tonight for sure, but Donovan Mitchell was for sure hot all game. He finished with 35 points, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So I'm glad the Lakers buckled down defensively and decided to put some boots, strap their boots up and get at it and not let him win the game, which is something we need to see out of this team, especially now that AD is gone for another 4 to 6, 8 weeks. So we just need to see the Lakers step up in times like that. But he's a bad man. I got to talk about him, King James. I enjoyed your performance tonight for sure. You played a hell of a game. I did not think you was gonna will all the way to a win, but man, you did it. So I'm gonna take my hat off to you for that. Also, you already know how Laker fans get when Westbrook has a bad game. But when he has a good game, it's a lot of quiet people out for sure. Westbrook had, some pivotal passes, some pivotal scores, and he wasn't too bad in transition because he finished the game playing better. And people always forget, if you finish the game, if you finish the game good, people tend to forget about what you did in the first half. So I mean, Westbrook, he played a good game tonight, just keeping the pace and not turning the ball over. So I think he did good with that. But that second half, that second unit for the Lakers, is going to need an infusion of some offense for sure, especially now that AD's gone for how many games for sure. But another spotlight I wanted to give was Austin Reeves. Boy is a rookie, but he played like a vet for sure. For sure. I don't think I need to talk much about him tonight because you just see the play. I wish Frank would give him some starter minutes, but we'll see. Uh, Avery Bradley, I don't think he really played tonight. Or if he played at all, I don't think he got too many minutes tonight. So I think Frank is starting to move towards the Malik Monk, Austin Reeves at the two guard position, which will work for the Lakers. Just for the simple fact that Malik brings offense and Austin Reeves brings the defensive intensity, the effort. That my favorite word for the Lakers, effort. You just need that on the floor at all times. But onto the Jazz. I think before that game they lost. I think they lost 6 games in a row, so they haven't been good on the road and closing out teams. So that was just another example of why the Utah Jazz are sort of a bit of a flop. They win a lot of games each season, but they don't tend to go far in the playoffs or win critical games when it's time for them to win. But moving forward, the Lakers, it's good to see the Lakers get a win right before All-Star break. You go into the break feeling a little positive, just it's good, a morale booster for the team. As far as where this takes the Lakers, I'm just going to say brick by brick. The Lakers, if they want to build some type of team, some type of culture, some type of respectability amongst the league, it's going to take wins like this. It's going to be brick by brick. But as far as championship aspirations, I'm not too high on that. Just off one win, I'm not going to throw a parade as Randy would say, but I think one win it just gives us steps in the right direction. The next game the Lakers got when we come back from the All Star break, I want to say it goes Clippers, Pelicans, and then Mavs. If the Lakers really want to catch up to the Clippers, they would definitely want to win this game. For one, if they jump the Clippers in the standings and they get to the eighth spot, they only have to win one playing game to make it into the playoffs. So I would rather the Lakers have to play one playing game, win that game, and make it to the playoffs rather than playing two games, being the ninth or the 10th seed. So, like I'm saying, wins like this is not too much of a something we see that impacts the team now. Is just it's brick by brick. So if you win one game, you win the next. You just keep playing, then you'll see what you can build with all these bricks you put. No, no joke to Westbrook. You played good tonight, but until then, see you guys at the All Star break. Hopefully, we got some new free agency ads, some new waiver buyout players. But until then, until next time, peace.